The time has finally come. Standing behind me is the first of many barn projects that I hope to be doing on this channel. Standing behind me is a rotary. And you guys won't believe me, but I am very excited to have this finally put in and to finally show you guys what I've been working on for the past, I don't know how many months. And we're gonna start, show you guys how to put one of these together and get it working. Big moment. Can't say I lied to you. This is my beautiful 4-post lift. Hopefully see how hard it is to put one of these together. I have absolutely zero experience, no idea what I'm doing, so it's going to be an adventure for both of us. It's indeed a rotary, and once I get it put together, it's going to open so many opportunities for me, and we're going to be able to do a lot more in this barn here, including a little something for that beauty over there, hopefully. Well, without further ado, I haven't really done a whole lot except for clean up the hydraulic fluid that spilt out of it. My plan is to paint at least these two, find out how to put all of this together. I mean, mostly it's just bolts there throughout. The cables, I go up through these, and then really from there, see if we can get it working. Hopefully my uncle can help me wire all that up, however I have to do it. We're gonna find out. First things first with this lift. In order to paint it, we gotta get off all of the top layer of rust, old paint, all that other BS that you don't want on there. I've got some good primer and some nice blue paint, hopefully touch it up a little bit, make it look a lot nicer, make this barn into the dream barn. Finally done with that mess. So we're about a month later, late October. Finally got these sanded down enough to where I can confidently clean them, paint them, and hopefully get it put back together by, if everything goes smoothly this weekend, see what we can do, get our electricals hooked up, get all hydraulics figured out, get everything hooked up, and hopefully be done with this in the next couple weeks, if 2 weeks. But first things first, got to clean off the top parts, clean off the sides. I got special stuff to do that. Also got to get that thing out of here so we don't get any paint on it. That's the one thing I don't want paint on. And go from there. Here's our little cleaner. Got some mineral spirits. Hopefully get some the leftover paint off, a little bit of leftover rust off if there's any left. Give us a nice clean surface to paint on. Never used this before, so this could get interesting. I feel like I should wear a mask, but nobody wants to wear masks after COVID. So, got all the cleaning done today. Gonna let it dry, let everything dry out. Come back tomorrow. Maybe do one more quick wipe. Start the paint process. We got primer. We got this nice, beautiful Ford paint color. Hoping it somewhat matches the other stuff a little bit because I really don't want to paint the other stuff right now. We'll find out. Back with paint day. No mic today because it's dead. But we finally get actually a really nice day in the end of October. Warm enough to where I can apply a little bit of sandable primer. Hopefully cover up a little bit more of the rust. And then we get to paint the blue on. Hopefully this turns out better than I think it will. If not, who cares? I'm gonna be driving on it anyway. Just want it to look not as rusty as it did before. But I've been waiting for this day for a while. Let's get it. Finally got that awful step. So, as you can see, got everything primed. Just really a coat with a little bit of touch-ups on both sides. And it looks so much better than it already did before, looking back from the day it first came here. I'm excited to see how the blue's gonna turn out. I'm hoping it gets kind of close to those. Hopefully, if not, who cares? I mean, it already looks better. I think even if it has 3 different shades of blues, it'll look so much better than it did when it came here. I could honestly probably just put everything together right now and it would look better. But we're gonna try to make it look as good as possible with what we have and the time we have, because I really wanna get this done before snowfall in Michigan. So that really gives me a month if we're lucky. I think we're in the home stretch though, and I think once we get going, everything's gonna fly by, and I think we'll be done in a matter of 2 weeks, give or take. Well, don't quote me on that, but we'll see. Hopefully, be able to have everything drilled in, have everything wired up to our machine, have our hydraulic fluid in, and test this baby out before I have to put my car on it. We'll find out then. Until then, I'm gonna get this blue paint started. All right, finally done with one side. As you can see, I actually really like how this turned out, although I had 2 paint cans explode on me, which sucked. But unfortunately, I'm running out of time today. So we're gonna see if we can come back out here tomorrow, finish painting that one, see if this one needs another coat. Probably won't, but depending on if it will, I probably will have to get another paint can. So we'll see, but so far, hey, really liking how it turns out. It finally happened. I finally got my lazy ass to work, got this thing put together. I think it looks way better than it did before, which I've said many times, but now it's finally put together. It's December 1st, it's freezing cold out. The poor Cobra's been outside for, shit, I probably haven't driven it since July. And it can finally come into its home for the winter. I'm super excited. Obviously, as you can see, only the base is put together because I want to get everything figured out before I start slapping those on. And obviously I have to get the electrical figured out and all put together. And I mean, obviously it'll be all set to go. By the time that's all figured out, we can have this thing up. We can start working on the car. Hopefully get it ready by the summer. Start working on it in the spring.
until then, I gotta do my research, figure out what parts I need, where I'm gonna get wheels, tires. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But until then, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I have a special series coming for you guys. I've started to work on it. It won't be so much of a project series, I'll let you know that. But I think you guys will like it. So I'm gonna bring this car in, and we'll call it a night. Thank you for watching. I mean, this has taken me months, way longer than it should have. And I know I've told plenty of people about this. It's finally done, finally happened, finally put together. Just took a little bit of courage and motivation. Obviously, this is only part one. I'll make sure to have part two when I have an electrician come over and figure it all out, and I figure out the locking mechanisms and how that all works. I'll make sure there will be part two coming in the spring for all of that. And then we can finally start our true first project, which is just the Mustang. So until then,